You didn't change, you just upgraded your mask. Different goals, routines, and level of success. Same identity. And if that feels uncomfortable, it's probably accurate. You see, most people don't actually transform. They refine the version of themselves that gets results. They become more disciplined, more structured, more respected, but underneath that, still seeking approval, avoiding discomfort, and needing to be seen a certain way. So life improves, but something still feels off. Not because you haven't achieved enough, but because you've built a better performance, not a different self. I've lived this more than once, from early days in hotels in Scotland to opening properties in England, moving to Australia, and eventually scaling across thousands of locations. On paper, it looked like growth, and it was, externally. But internally, a lot of it was the same identity, just operating at a higher level. The one who delivers, who keeps everything together, who doesn't drop the ball. That identity built my career. It also came with a cost, because when you become known as the strong one, you don't ask for help. You don't show uncertainty. You don't let people see what's underneath. And that doesn't just show up at work. It shows up at home. There were moments where I caught myself thinking, am I leading or am I just performing leadership? Am I present as a father or am I performing what I think a father should look like? That's a different question. And most people never, ever ask it. Here's how you know this is happening. You hit a goal and feel relief instead of fulfillment. You change environments, but your patterns follow you. You tell yourself this time will be different, but under pressure, you respond the same way because identity doesn't change when life changes, it reveals itself, especially when things get hard. And this is where high performers get stuck because the performance works. It gets results, recognition. It builds a life that looks right, but it slowly disconnects you from who you actually are. Real change isn't about doing more. It's about seeing clearly, asking questions most people avoid. Who am I performing for? What part of me still needs validation? What would I do if I didn't need to be seen a certain way? For me, one of the biggest shifts was realizing I didn't always need to be the strong one. That identity helped me lead, but it also limited how I showed up with my team, with my relationships, and with my son. Because strength without openness creates distance, and you can't build a fully aligned life from a partially expressed identity. So here's the question. Have you actually changed, or have you just become better at performing a version of yourself that works? Because those are very different paths, and only one of them leads to something real. In the next video, we'll go deeper into this, because a lot of people improve their lives and still feel the same. So the real question becomes, your life looks better, so why does it still feel the same? If something in this made you pause, I'd be interested to hear what part landed for you. And if you're in that space where success is there, but something deeper is missing, feel free to reach out. I'm always open to real conversations.